Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. ADA seems to be following at the moment this idea that I also mentioned in the last video, that we could form either a wave C in the wave 2 corrective rally or a third wave, meaning we're watching for higher prices still in both scenarios actually, because in the yellow count we would actually expect a break above round about 39.7 cents, which is the 78.6 retracement of the initial decline that happened between end of September and the October low. And so this is this important resistance, and normally we don't want a wave 2 in the white count. We don't want a wave 2 to break above or move beyond the 78.6 retracement. We normally don't want that. Well, it can happen, but it would then often morph into something different. So this is not an invalidation point here at 39.7 cents. The invalidation point will be the September high, which is located at 41.5 cents. So 41.5 cents is the formal invalidation point for the white bearish scenario. But overall, the price is simply doing what it's supposed to be doing. It moved from support into resistance, back into support, into resistance, support, back into resistance. And this is now ideally the decision moment where the market will decide whether we are following the white count or the yellow count. In the white scenario, we would expect a top in the red resistance zone, either at 37.2 cents, which is the 50% fib level, at 38.2 cents or 39.7 cents. But it's important to see first, some kind of a signal that actually a top has formed, because at the moment the local trend is actually up, and we were watching for the trend to be up in both the white count and the yellow count. In the yellow count, we've seen a 1-2 setup, which could now have resulted in a third wave. Next indication that this is what's actually playing out is a break above the last swing high that formed here around the 15th of October at 37.3 cents. Above that level, I'm going to watch these Fibonacci resistances I mentioned already, and then ultimately the 41.5 cent level, which is very, very important. So that means, already above 39.7 cents, the probabilities for the yellow count increase. But it would require a 5-wave move up in yellow wave C of 3. And then what we want to see is ideally a break higher and a rally to 51.2 cents to complete yellow wave 3. This would be a healthy third wave in a diagonal pattern. Then we would still like to see another 4-5 pattern that reaches 56 cents. Now, please note that this would be wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, 5. Now, because ADA formed a higher high here in September, it's technically possible to interpret it as follows: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just saying that because I am tracking that scenario now on several charts, including Bitcoins, which would be just one more high, could lead to a 5-wave pattern. It would be an extremely ugly one, but I don't want to miss out on this, because it is possible that the markets form more of a traditional textbook diagonal pattern, a very ugly 5-wave move, and then we call this a wave 1, but in a very super ugly leading diagonal. Then we get a wave 2 pullback, and this could be an opportunity. Bottom line is, if we form one more high, and even if it's just a marginally higher high, then we follow a corrective pullback. It could be a 1-2 setup, where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves in one, and then this is a wave 2. And then the third wave could start from there. But primarily, I'm watching for the price to follow the more, let's say, typical crypto diagonal pattern, which means we already completed waves 1 and 2. This is an A, B, C in wave 3, then 4, 5. And then we can call that wave 1. These are the two patterns I'm watching. It's just important to understand that technically a break above the September high could lead to a 5-wave move. But then we have to follow some other rules. We have to find out, okay, is the third wave the longest? Because it's not, yeah. That means wave 5 has to be shorter than 3, so there's going to be another invalidation point, so it's going to be quite messy. Just wanted you to know that one more high could be a 5-wave move. It could constitute a 5-wave pattern. But overall, yeah, the levels should all be clear. And yeah, indication, by the way, an indication that white wave 2 has topped would be a break below the last swing low at 34.8 cents. That's the update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.